Hey, what's up you guys? So, I was looking through my figure collection quite recently, and I came across some figures which I haven't really seen on YouTube that much, and that was the figures from the original 2005 Fantastic Four movie, directed by Tim Story. Now, it is infamous, it is unapologetic, it has got some major issues, but all in all, in my opinion, it was just a fun film. So without further ado, let's have a look at Marvel's First Family as portrayed by Fox. So here we are in all their infamous, shining, disgusting glory. The Fox Fantastic Four from 2005. I'm going to review them all individually. I'm not going to go through articulation. We're simply going to look at the deco and the playability of each figure, because at the end of the day, when I owned these as a kid, I've rebought them recently, they were essentially just for play and they were great fun. So let's have a really quick look, and yeah, we'll regroup at the end. So at number 4 we have got Johnny Storm, as played by Captain America himself, Chris Evans. I mean, the thing you have to consider with these is this film was all a Marvel film, and obviously they're all kind of targeted at kids to a degree. This toy line, ToyBiz, really did like to have the action features, so it was less about the likeness to the character, it was more about the playability. And so with this one, you get this pretty cool effect. I have to admit, this is a very nicely textured and nicely painted effect. It's on a rubber. Plug straight into his back there. You see he's got mechanism stuff to go in. So you get these two little rods. Go in there. And you see the battery compartment at the moment. It takes one of those tiny little disc batteries. And if we just... it's just going to work. But you can see he lights up and says his signature catchphrase, flame on. So it's quite a nice little thing to have there. Looking at the head sculpt, I know it's very difficult to see. I could see it looks a bit like Chris Evans at some points, but at the same time it's translucent, it's hard to see. I don't think they should have painted the eyes on there. I think that looks a bit stupid considering the rest of him is flame. I do like these flame effects wrapped around him, and that's pretty cool. But he is definitely out of the fall, the bottom of the pile. I'm not a huge fan of this figure, but he completes the set. So yeah. At number 3, it is arguably the hardest to find. Well, not arguably, factually, the hardest to find out of the 4. On eBay, this thing's going to fetch you up anything above of £30. I was quite fortunate. I found someone on the Marvel Legends community page. For the life of me, can't remember, but if I remember, I will give special gratitude to this guy because he sold me the whole lot for £16, and I think that's a pretty good deal. But she's definitely the rarest. Obviously played by oh man, what is her name? Jessica Alba in the 2 original Fantastic Four movies. I mean, on camera she looks significantly less like Jessica Alba. Jessica Alba is a beautiful woman, a truly beautiful woman. They just haven't quite captured it here. I can see what they've tried to do. They've got the eyes right, they've got the hair kind of there. The head, it just looks like a very generic kind of female head. Doesn't remind me massively of her, but it's close enough, I guess, for the old era ToyBiz. And let's be honest, it's significantly nicer than a lot of the female figures we got from ToyBiz in the Marvel Legends line. At the top of my head, I'm thinking X-23, Rogue, and some really horrible extra Black Cat, man, that thing used to, even as a kid, that bothered me. Yeah, I'm not going to go through articulation, like I said, guys, because I think you've seen the articulation videos all before. So let's go through some of the features. This, unfortunately, I don't have the stand for this, but it did come with a stand which is down and it would light up and have this kind of transparent effect on her arms. There is also 2 variants on this figure. There is one that is completely opaque. You've got the gloves and everything in there. And there's a second version which is completely transparent. So on this, it's just got the effect, which I quite like. I like to see them, you know, display her like this. And I think this is done pretty well, actually. The invisible effect, it's quite movie accurate, because CGI back then wasn't quite as now. I always made the joke before I got her that she was always on the shelf, you just couldn't see her, because that's just the kind of dad humour that I adopt. Premature dad humour is a condition. But yeah, I mean, she's okay. She's okay. She's not the worst figure I've ever seen. But yeah, I'm gonna put her 3rd, simply because she just doesn't quite compare to Mr. Fantastic. Now this guy, yeah, this guy came with lots of snap-on pieces. I haven't got any to hand, but back then you'd have some stretchy bits. You got on the arm here, a bit here, rubber, and he would not stand with these things. They would fall out all the time. But the playability and the fun I had as a kid was so good. I used to love playing with this guy. There's a neck piece as well. I used to love that and put in some really weird poses. But yeah, as far as the likeness goes to, I can never pronounce his name, but I know his name is Ian Griffith, the Welsh fellow who plays this guy. I think it's pretty accurate. I would like to have seen some grey paint on the hair here. Or maybe there was. I think there's some here actually. I think it may have just worn off over the years. It shows how much I played with this guy as a kid. Also, you see some paint defects there that have come off, paint flaking. But all in all, I really think this is the most accurate out of the 4. But still not my favourite. You know, good articulation for ToyBiz days. We had toe articulation as well. I do miss the signature toe articulation from back in the day. I don't think Hasbro ever replicate that, but what Hasbro have done now has surpassed ToyBiz, I believe. So yeah, this all in all, it stands the test of time. And I really like the figure. And it just fell over. And last but by no means least, Ben Grimm, the Thing. Michael Chiklis, who played the guy. Man, you know what, this is the one thing I feel they got right about this movie. Or anything else. I will say, I know it's not very well liked, this film. I know a lot of people really dislike the movie. I genuinely, as a kid, I loved it. I loved it as a kid. It was one of my favourite Marvel films at the time. I thought it was really funny. I believe it was just a really camp, kind of fun film about a team of superheroes, dysfunctional family, and it really worked when I was a kid. Obviously now it's a bit harder to watch because the jokes are very kind of targeted at that age graphic. But no, I really like this figure. The articulation, we have got a full rotation on the ab, which kind of goes with the figure. You know, it doesn't look too bulky. It doesn't look. You get a lot of these butterfly joints. Sometimes can be quite obvious, but I like this, how it's kind of hidden. It's quite easy with the thing because it's all rocky, so the lines don't make a massive difference. And the head sculpt is so accurate. I really like this. Yeah, it really reminds me of what they did with the film. Ever-loving blue-eyed thing. I like that. That's cool. In terms of the bottom half of the body, that's where things get a bit poor. The legs literally go backwards and forwards. They do stop at the straight angle, so you can't really go back except for the knee. You've got a double jointed knee, which is fine. Front, it goes forward. They do not move out at all. So your Ben Grimm is literally going to be a standing figure, which is fine. You know, I'm not going to be playing with these now, but as a kid, I think I would have been quite disappointed. This has really stood the test of time, though, in terms of sculpt and the way the guy looks. I'm really pleased with this figure. This is my top one out of the 4. Fantastic, or in this case, the semi-fantastic 4. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this bit different review, bit of a different video. If you enjoyed it, then let me know and we'll make more of these, because I've got plenty of older figures to go through and make these kind of videos about. But other than that, I'll be doing some diorama videos hopefully soon, and maybe a couple more customs. I'll have another display video coming up soon as well. I might do a couple of reviews on some newer figures. Depends how I feel. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, take it easy. Look after yourselves. Take care. Thanks. Bye.